Shalom, shalom. So, poised up. So, another background, but it's not so nice weather today here in South France. So, nako sa mong likod, sa mong balkone, sa mong likod sa balay, balkone. So, I give this opportunity to speak about the what's going on. So, especially our last parsha was about the 10 spies and Caleb and Joshua. Yehoshua in Hebrew. So now, I will, because for those who know, because the world doesn't know what's going on in our time today. They don't know what's going on sa atong time today. We have to know that there is a shifting of this system. You know, they do it step by step. But still, they are struggling for that to put in place. Why? Because everybody, you cannot make it. It's a dark forces. It's a dark forces who are how you call that? Who are the dark forces are trying to push what is because they want to build something. Okay, so let's say we relate that in the Tower of Babel. So it's a Tower of Babel, you know, in one nest, in one language. You see, in one language. But, you know, as I always mentioned many times, that we have only one. We have only Ihad. And that is the Ihad of the Elohim of Israel. There's no other Ihad. You see? Why? You have to understand the essence of this Ihadness, the oneness of our source, the Creator. Because the true Creator, because those people believe also that they have the God they believe is the one who is the source. They think that they have a source, but this is the source which is in the force of darkness. That's not in the light. They're not in the light. So when they just go for negative because they want to impose what is in the earth. For this system they want to have, they call it the one world government or the new world order, as people known this many years about this from the president's mouth, the new world order. Okay, so this new world order is from this mouth, but we learn the Torah, we study the word. It's not we have to go deeper on it, because we cannot grasp that in the physical eyes. What we see in the world is only chaos. Kaya mukat ang sitwasyon sa ato ang sistema karon. Why? Because there is a shifting and they're enforcing with that. So now, we have to understand why there is a struggle. Why is there a struggle? Why? Because the human being, we are the descendants of Adam. Where does the problem start? It was started in the Garden of Eden. That was its start. There was two important tree there put by Elohim, the creator of the universe, the tree of life, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So that was the problem of this situation. Now, we have not solved that problem for now, but it was solved in the spirituality, not in the physical, because Mashiach came in the fourth day. He came in the fourth day. He was restoring this, our soul, that we can have access unto Elohim, direct to Elohim. Because the access before, in the time of Moshe, it was true in the wilderness when they are offering the sacrifice. We had the priests there, the Levites, all the children of Israel is there. This is the light of Elohim, direct light of Elohim is coming down on the earth. Because we are, if you study the Torah in the Jewish mindset, we are in the lowest level of the heavens, and that is called Malkut in Hebrew. So we are in this place, and this is what disconnect unto the source. Disconnect because they were thrown out here. Adam was thrown out here in the world of Asiya. It's called world of Asiya, a world of action. So And that is what is our physical body, what is ni siya diri mo ni siya. Mortal, only mortal. What does Elohim said? They have coat of skin. In the beginning, when they get nakasala sila, what does Elohim said? Elohim said, "Oh Adam, where are you? Where are you? Why are you hiding? Who told you to be naked? Who told you to be naked? Nganong kisa may gaingon nga mahubo ka? Who told you to be naked?" Elohim asked them. It is Adam who make himself naked. Hubo siya. That was the original of the identity itself nga ang creation sa Elohim nga na-separate siya because of his what? Of his sin. He doesn't listen to Elohim. He listened to Nahash. He listened to Nahash because it was started from the woman. She was tempted, and what happened there? The blame. What does Adam reply? What does Adam reply to Elohim? The woman you gave to me. The woman you gave to me. She gave me the fruit. And Hava also reply, the serpent who beguiled me. He is tempting me. You see, that is the problem which is not that we have to make tikon on that, the physical na to. We have to work out with that in order we can go back to this place, to the real, the image of Elohim. The image of Elohim. Because in Elohim, it's only light. In light, we have light in us, the spark, the divine spark in us of Elohim who are connected. Why? This is why the problem we have now, because we are in the image of the good and evil. You know, we are in this in the duality inside that works in us. It is the battle start in us before outside. It will follow, it will start because we are the higher creation of Elohim, and we ourselves can only solve the problem. But it takes time. It takes time because the dark forces, the negative forces is here in our mind, is pissing off na to. Why? Because what we have seen from all these people of darkness who put fear in the eyes, in the TV, in the media, and the social media. This is their plan. This is their plan. This is his plan. This is what makes the people oppressed in the thoughts. Oppressed in the thought. But we have not to see that. That's negative. We have not to absorb all this negative energy from the outside. Because if you receive that, then you will fall down. You will destroy yourself. This is what they want. You want that? You have to take yourself a wall for yourself, because I don't say that I am strong. No, I went through from that. I went through. When there is time I'm quiet, it's because I'm working myself. This is working on myself. You know, every one of us has the neshama of Elohim. Neshama, the breath of life, the divine spark of Elohim, the divine breath of Elohim in us. And we have to work out that in order to push this darkness away from our inner man, in our inner person. Why? Because the enemy is not working in the physical. Maybe in the physical now to their plan, but for the human being, because we are in this temporary tent. This is a tent. Because this body is only expression what is inside. Because if there's no soul in this body, what happened? It's an empty container. It's an empty tent. Nobody is living there. If you see a house, it's a house without somebody. We can see that to the dead people laying on the floor. No life. Why? Because it's removed, and that is what is called infinite. That what connects to our Creator. So the trouble we have now, the problem we have now, the chaos we have now is inside, is a spiritual battle. Shaul spoke about that. He speak that in the Ephesians, you know. He speak that. You can read it together if you want. You can read it. It is written exactly that the helmet of salvation, you see, the breastplate of righteousness. How do you will learn that? How will you learn to protect yourself? How will we learn that to protect ourselves? This is, Shaul didn't speak on his own. He learned that from the Torah. From the Torah. How does you have the breastplate? This is not the Roman, what people, meaning Christianity mindset to say that is the Roman one, soldiers, nga na, ilahang sinina, the metal one. No, it's not. It is in the wilderness. This is the priest. The priest. Shaul said, we are the royal priesthood. Yeah, because everyone has to work out with our self. Our self. The true inside. The one who speak. Because if this is empty, if this body is empty, no one will speak. No more the breath of life here. So I cannot speak anymore, and the dead body cannot speak anymore. Because it will leave. It will leave the person, the real person inside. So this is why today, the problem we have is these people in darkness who push to destroy here. Destroy. As in Shaul, this is what we have to armor ourselves. Not in the Roman soldiers, we depot this one, that one, the metal one. No, it's not. It is in the Torah. If you understand the Torah, the work, the function of the tabernacle, and you see this place is Kadosh. You cannot enter in this place. Only the Levites can enter the tent of meeting to the holy place, and the Holy of Holy is the high priest. And who is our high priest today? It is Mashiach. This is why we have to impact ourselves with this inner man, the spark, the good inside, the good side of us, not the evil side. Because the evil side is pertain from the earthly things. So if we will feed ourselves from this world today, they will do that, they will do that, they will do that. Don't ride on this. I'm trying myself, even myself, I was trying to avoid myself that they will do that, they will do that. Yes, they have the plan, but they will not succeed. They will not be succeed from what they are planning, because no evil will prosper. So we have to eject positive mind. Positive mind. We have the word of Elohim. We have the word of Elohim. Elohim is in control of everything. And this is what is our fight inside. Because the battle is in us. This is the evil inclination we are in us. We want to be Elohim in ourselves. To control everything. This is what He wants. To control everything. You cannot control everything. No, you cannot. You cannot leave yourself alone. We are directed we are in connection to the image of Elohim. We have the spark, the divine spark of Elohim in us. And we should, this barrier, what barrier us? Because this is in darkness. In darkness, it covers, your light is disconnected because of our negative thoughts. Negative thoughts. Our word, our mouth is very strong. Very strong. It gives power. It gives power. What is written in the Proverbs? Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So if you want life, speak life. So when we speak life, we speak the Torah, because Torah is light. Torah is life. And not all this negative. Oh, it will go, it will so. The preparation, I tell you, because I was thinking many times about this preparation with the food, Friends, we don't have money. The people of Elohim, they are not rich people. They are not rich people. They don't have money. We live only. The just live by faith. What is by faith? Can you see the faith? No. Hope. We live by hope. By faith. Imuna unto Elohim. Kung we are living day by day, how can we live? How can we say gather yourself with food if you have no money to buy? This is the point, brothers and sisters. It's very difficult, you see. I don't think that I'm not working on myself. It's so much working in mine. But we have to connect this oneness unto Elohim. There are many given example The Torah, it gives you inspiration. Inspiration. When you go deeper in the Torah, it gives you inspiration. It gives you inspiration. This is what is very beautiful in the Torah. And then I can reflect that to the teaching of Shaul, the apostle, or in the Brit Kadasha. I can connect that, and there are many things to learn that is still covered, because at the end of these days, the word of Elohim, if you're learning the Torah, it will become, kung sahayik kwan pa na, it will be more and more light to open. When we are more in light to open, then it bring us into the oneness of Elohim. This is what Yeshua said in Yohanan 17, I think, that to become ihad unto Elohim. This is the true ihad. This is the true oneness of Elohim. Not the one world government they are planning. They are the one, these dark people who only driven by their inflated ego. Inflated ego. They want my. This is the world I live, and live all this patay gutom nga, there's no need in this. The human being doesn't need on this earth. They're just illusion. They are having illusion. They are not the creator, because this is what happened in the same problem in the Garden of Eden. And it's written that what happened? The Garden of Eden, they become like us. They become like us. It's in Genesis, to know the good and evil, the knowledge of good and evil. But it is different of Elohim, because Elohim is mastering his own creation. But human being, he knows his creation, that they cannot master that unless, because if we can master that, we don't need Mashiach to come, right? But we need Mashiach, we need help, we need a mediator from this disconnection from Elohim. Since the time of Adam, we need a tikkun for our soul, to go back to the source of life. This is so. I still have a lot to speak about this when I'm kanabang inspired ka musulti, you can speak. But when you are in your downfall, in your down moment, you're empty, you are so dry, you are uncertain, and there's mga kanang anxiety sa imong kaugalingon. There's no words you can really you cannot have a real you cannot speak, because you're empty. You need to empower yourself from all is the positive in your mind with the word of Elohim, because there is hope in the word of Elohim. That is a mixed difference. You are gathering energy, positive energy. Imuna is the positive, what connects unto Elohim, the light. We have to remove this negative darkness in our life. That is the blockage of the, when you see the pipe, the blockage, that is the blockage of the source of it, from the source. Why? Because we are the one who make this who make the blockage. We are the one. Remove that. What is to remove is our negative thoughts, and then work in the Ruah. There is many ways. We have to level up. You have to climb the Jacob's ladder. So now, there is part 2. I will speak about the part 2 concerning, ako ning i-relate sa atong last parsha, last Shabbat, the parsha about the spies to the coming land. Okay? So, shalom, diri lang, kay medyo taas ni nga ako na speak karon. Thank you for listening.